Who's Gary Johnson's favorite foreign leader? Nobody told him this would be on the test.
Who's your favorite foreign leader?
Who's my favorite?
Just name anywhere in the country, any one of the continents, any country. Name one foreign leader that you respect and look up to. Anybody.
Mine was Shimon Peres.
No, okay, I'm talking about living. Go ahead. You got to do this. Anywhere, any continent. Canada, Mexico, Europe, over there, Asia, South America, Africa. Name a foreign leader that you respect.
I guess I'm having an Aleppo moment in the former president of Mexico.
But I'm giving you the whole world.
I know.
Anybody in the world you like. Anybody. Pick any leader.
The former president of Mexico.
Which one?
I'm having a brain.
Name anybody.
Fox.
That was from Wednesday night's Libertarian Town Hall. Is his voice getting higher every year? His career goes on.
Oh my God, that was a really uncomfortable clip. Can you play that Mary J. Blige interview again?
Johnson smoothed over the embarrassing episode by tweeting on Thursday afternoon, "It's been almost 24 hours and I still can't come up with a foreign leader I look up to." That's consistency. Of course, it's not the first time the former New Mexico governor has had trouble finding the right words.
I think I could stand up there for the whole debate and not say anything and emerge as a leader.
Now, I thought that was a little more articulate of an interview. Rich Lowry, what did you think of that interview in the park?
Well, it's a key political. The park was just horrific. I don't even think about the park. But the foreign leader, usually, it's a key political talent to be able to babble on a little bit, find your footing, change the subject. You don't look like the deer in the headlights, and then blurt out the own name of your gaffe.
Yes.
I'm having an Aleppo moment. Isn't that what the candidate's supposed to say? And we were having this conversation in the office the other day. Why couldn't we have gotten a better libertarian candidate? And then our reporter who was at the Libertarian Convention said, "Believe me, Gary Johnson was a head and shoulders above any other
Why couldn't we
Libertarian
have
possibilities."
picked that fat naked guy to be our...
or John McAfee. I don't know. Does he have any baggage?
John McAfee, I mean, if you can get past that one murder accusation and the fact that his wife is a hooker, yes.
That's the problem. Okay, but what do you think? You're a libertarian. Are you, first of all, Rich, I think it's great that you guys sit around and talk in the office like this.
It's crazy. It's highfalutin conversation, let me tell you.
What do you think? I mean, I think Johnson, I like it. It's refreshing to see a guy when he doesn't know the answer to just open his eyes and stare like a 5-year-old.
Yeah, that is refreshing, I guess, in a way. It's definitely different. All right, look, you nailed it. It's not so much the blunder as it is how he handled that, and that he can't just give a sentence or two that demonstrates that he knows something after these moments. But to be fair, that is a little bit of a trick question to a libertarian because we don't like any heads of government.
That's right.
So, I mean, if you wanted to ask me head of a foreign government that I like, that'd be a tough question for me. You want to ask me one that I hate, I could rattle off 50 right now. But,
But you don't want to seem like a Debbie Downer, right?
Well, I mean, maybe he could have pivoted into leaders he doesn't like or something, or he could have said the UKIP party did a good job getting the Brexit, or, he could have given some example.
Picked a party, right?
Nigel Farage or whoever.
Mm-hmm. Jill, I thought his answer was great. He said that guy from Mexico whose name I can't remember.
It was a painful moment. I think Gary Johnson needs to take a note from girls who compete in pageants, because this happens to you one time on the stage at Miss Teen USA, and you learn to not just stand there and go, such as maps. You learn to pivot it, take something away, just talk for a minute until some idea pops into your head. Say something.
So I guess he doesn't have the pageant training. Should he get a little...
He should compete
a little
in a beauty
pageantry.
pageant.
What do you think?
It's so bad for him. Like, poor Gary Johnson. Gary, you're drunk. Go home. I mean, Gary Johnson isn't the brightest crayon in the box, but he is so authentic and so damn lovable. Sadly, though, I mean, I think he's had 3 strikes now. The first strike was Aleppo. The second strike was the tongue thing in the park.
Yeah.
And this is the 3rd strike here. I mean,
he was joking with the tongue. He was just kind of making, he's trying to make her laugh.
Good tongue.
It was actually a pretty good interview if you take into account how high he was.
Yeah, that's true.
He says he hasn't been doing any marijuana since he started running. But
Good for him.
Rich, to me, both of these guys, Weld and Gary Johnson, are they being true libertarians? They seem to me just being like moderate Republicans. Is that what's happening?
Exactly. Yeah. And Gary Johnson, if you have a libertarian candidate, make him a down-the-line, really principled libertarian. And Gary Johnson is not that. He's not a competent candidate. He's a very nice man. I mean, I find his willingness to admit error and make fun of himself, all that's very endearing. But, you know, he's at 6 and 7%, or maybe 10%, and headed to 4 or 5.
Yes, well, hopefully, I think his schedule is going to free up soon. We love having him on the show, so hopefully he'll be back.